What were your initial thoughts on the opening sequence overall?
Well, to be honest, I thought it was pretty good I thought it was pretty good in the sense that there was sort of a lot of technicality to it, especially with the lighting at some points. However, I think to a certain extent, some of the shots used would need improving simply because it's not too clear as to what kind of shots they're meant to be with regards to long, medium, extreme long, and all those.
Also, it lags quite a lot, so there's like a lot of time difference between the music and how that suspense, and then how the the filming suspends as well.
That's to do more with the actual computer, however.
Yeah, but still.
So do you think it builds suspense?
I think what happens is it's sort of like throughout the progression of the actual opening scene, there's a build of tension, but then sort of like as it's on the rise, it sort of flatlines. I think in order to actually sustain a good piece, you need to have it at least on a slow pace of rising instead of sort of like a good rise and then it flatlines. Because the moment, the door is opened and we hear the oi, it dramatically changes the actual suspense simply because of the way that the silence has been broken.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it does build suspense, and the music's good for that because the music continuously builds, but the actual action in the film doesn't build as much as the music. It's like the music is continuously building, but the acting builds and then it stops.
How do you think we can improve it?
I think it would be better to use different shot types, perhaps have the non-diegetic soundtrack build up a bit more as the antagonist is brought towards the actual hostage. To be honest, there's not much more to improve from that.
Yeah, maybe have when she's texting, maybe have that a little bit bigger so the audience can see what she's writing, and add the sound to it so it's a little bit louder.
What do you particularly like about it that we should keep? Or
I think you should keep the general tone of the non-diegetic because it seems pretty good in the sense that it actually does build tension. I also think you should keep the several shots that you have at the start of just the trees with sort of like the pan around them, because that also helps create suspense in the sense that you can't actually quite grasp or gauge where the thing is set, apart from the obvious fact that it's in a forest.
Yeah. Also, the actual walking towards the garage is good, and how she first breaks free and then fakes being still in it, because that's associating with past professional films and stuff.
okay, thank you for your time.
Most very welcome.